Hmm. Okay, I see there's been, for some, you've been trying to make something work, a bond. There's a relationship here, kind, whichever kind of capacity that it is. So not necessarily romantic. It could be something else. For some, I do see that involves the family. But there's something deep. There's a bond there deep within you that you don't want it to break apart. It could very well be a love situation, but there's something there where you felt it was necessary to work on this, to fix it. And there's something here about being responsible. Like you are taking the responsibility in making sure that it gets better because you have the tools within you. It's like you have a higher wisdom than the person you're in front of. It could be something like that. Like I see if you are in a connection with someone else that has been a bit of work, they sometimes don't realize the certain behavioral patterns or some things that they do has a ripple effect and so forth. There's something there that the light has kind of been dimmed, and they've kind of been on this path of instability. It's been a little bit, their intentions haven't been necessarily like hasn't been negative towards you on purpose. And there's a rift here that you have helped to heal in a big way that shows them to themselves the certain things that they have done that has caused certain issues. What I see, there could be remorse. I see from their part there could be remorse, and whatever you did, Sagittarius, has really, really helped them in many ways. This person could have certain addictions also. This could be for the very few, but I do see this person may have certain addictions, some habits that are no good, but they are stepping out of that. It's interesting that I am seeing a lot of this other person, but within you, Sagittarius, it could affect you it could affect your day to day, like you're at work and you should be focused on work, but you have your mind worried about this other person. There is something is being healed, and I do see it could be a dramatic turnaround. There's some sort of effect that you give them that has this turnaround. So that's one thing here, and I do see for you, Sagittarius, it's like for some of you, you're finding your calling, and this could be, I see psychology, therapy, counseling. There's something like that you could be very good at, and it could be even just you amongst your friends. You're the one that you feel like you're the therapist for other people, or even if you're at work, you find people kind of divulge certain information about their personal life or something else, and you haven't even asked for it, but they approach you in that way because you have something that they trust and that you kind of just naturally know how to fix things, but without taking it on your shoulders anymore, without putting on that extra weight. It's not yours, for you to handle. You just kind of the way the information and the words and how you kind of come across towards them is extremely helpful. I see good karmic effects for you, Sagittarius. Good karmic effects coming, rewards coming your way. There is something here that is very, very fated. This thing that's fated, I see you coming into the limelight. I see kind of like your star is shining a lot here. And there's been things that, have felt like you were in the trenches. You've been walking through this heavy mud and everything at many times, but you still pull through. You never give up. And because of this, your star each time shines brighter and brighter. Where you get to this point here, Sagittarius, you start to see things fall into place because you've been so determined. You have such a strong conviction that you know things are going to work. Even when things seem bleak, you see it and you say it that it's going to work, and you make sure that it happens. I see it shining very brightly. You're shining very brightly. And it's like whatever you do, people are listening. And it's your manifestation powers here very, very, very strong. Very, very strong. There's something here that you're believing more of that, and you need to also be careful and clear of what you say, because that energy is very, very strong. You can really kind of think things. Oh, look at, and we have the star. And have things manifest sometimes very quickly, but things start to unfold very, very quickly in front of you. You know, it's something here. The star, your star is shining brightly. Come on, isn't that a beautiful confirmation for yourself? The Five of Cups and Temperance. Sagittarius, this is exactly what I was just saying. Your star shines brighter and brighter because you felt like you've been walking through the trenches. There's this thing that you've like, it's been stormy, it's like lots of rain, and you know, everything gets wet, but you keep going, you keep walking through, and it's like, because you see justice there around the corner, and you know that the clouds are gonna, the sun is going to kind of come through those clouds, break those clouds apart, and all this light comes through for you, paving the way for you to get something that is a very clear and stable and beautiful destination of yours. It's a desire that you are unfolding through your manifestation here. You know, it's a calling of yours. And I do see your star. Sagittarius, very important week for you. You know, it's like your wishes here, something very deep down is coming through. It hasn't always been easy. And people that you deal with have not been easy. But you are granted something, and something very powerful and very special is coming through. You're breaking down certain barriers here. I get with the Five of Cups. And that, when I was saying you don't give up, when you don't give up, there's a major karmic reward coming through for you here with the Temperance. It is there. And there's lots of love, but also something to do with your intellect, your knowledge. You're gaining a lot more knowledge. These Two of Cups are shining way more than anything else in this card. And there's a purpose as to why you've had to kind of gone through these kind of sticky situations or things that felt a little bit heavy. There was a purpose for that. And you come out here with the Temperance. Things now start to feel easier. There's a balance. Things are flowing nicer, easier. You have, kind of like all the elements around you feel just right. Nothing is a lack of or too much of. It's just right. And I love how we began. Too many cards. Sorry about that. We began here with the star. I love it. That never ever that will never dim for you. I said you're finding your true purpose. And your star just shines brighter and brighter each time. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Funny, when those cards fell out, the Eight of Swords were there. Eight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles and Eight of Swords. Yeah. And through the thick and thin of it, Sagittarius, you keep building this kind of like empire of yours, or whatever it is, no matter how small or whatnot. But for you, it's something important. You like this security, you like this stability, everything that you've been working towards. You do see the fruits of your labor here coming through. And I do see kind of good news also coming here from the Seven of Pentacles. Why we have the Eight of Swords is because sometimes in your mind there is this tiny little bit of a doubt or worry or whatnot that things, that it's happening in front of you, but sometimes you feel like, is it too good to be true, or like, or kind of like trying to understand the relationship that you have with your environment. Sometimes things don't always work accordingly to how you thought you would see it, or to your expectations of some sort. And but this kind of that level in your subconsciousness, here I see that it's definitely a good time to break free from that, because those thoughts could turn into a negative pattern that holds you back, that have you kind of in this stagnant position, stagnant energy. Now, if there is kind of good work that you've been doing, things are growing, in a stable way, and there is some sort of stuck energy, this is a very good time for you to see what the issue is and for you to look deeper into it. If something has not quite been cleared, allow that keeps these Eight of Swords around you, and for you to feel like you're tied down, which is completely unnecessary. There's just something there for you to see a little bit clearer and deeper into, and to mask that off, to clear whatever it is that's blocking you on your path. And it's not difficult for you to see and clear it away. The Hierophant. With the Hierophant, so you definitely kind of rise above all of this. I feel like here issues are becoming less and less here with the Hierophant, and you're stepping into this zone where, I love that we started with the Star, we're ending here with the Hierophant, because I feel like something big is coming to you. It's full circle in that way. The star has been shining bright. You finally get to that position where you hold on to the star. It's above you. It continues to shine. And it's like everything that you've learned along the way, your experiences, life experience, how much you've helped people. As I was saying, like, you are a good... you're the person that people turn towards. You're this kind of counselor in this way, a teacher in many ways. You're a teacher. And we have here the Hierophant, which it's a huge confirmation for you, for your character, for the path that you're headed towards. It shows that the skills that you have when it comes to being this kind of teacher, even sometimes you don't even know it. You could be saying something, you've really helped somebody in a major way. It could be the smallest things, but you kind of help them really open their eyes. You're finding here your destiny, your path is getting stronger and stronger, and it's like I see here spiritual guidance, divine guidance is always around you. It's guiding you to something a lot more greater than you realize, than you recognize for yourself. And this also, it is you. You're a lot greater than you actually recognize of yourself. And I feel like your guides also have been helping you see the way. There is something here that's saying that no issue will ever get in your way. Nothing is too big or too small for you to completely climb over. Things are being cleared up. Things are so strong. It's like it's you're very much like a pillar, in your world, in your community, and it's unshakable. And here you're kind of also, I was saying something about your knowledge is also you're expanding your knowledge, you're expanding your skills, or something in your field here that you are gaining a lot of traction towards, and you're definitely kind of on this path of you're creating a lot of beauty, for yourself. So it's like the beauty of having fun, the beauty of peace, the beauty of teaching, the beauty of all of these things you're finding the beauty in. And it's such an amazing place to be, because a lot of people probably wish you had that as well. Attracting also the right tribe towards you a lot easier these days. Thank you, Sagittarius, so much for being here.